for the agenda for this, so
Mhm.
obviously going over the property that I went to go and view recently,
Yep.
potentially speaking about the viewing tomorrow as
Hmm.
well as the viewing on Tuesday in Peterborough.
Yep.
And if we have time, there's a few properties that I found that could
Yep.
really be good.
Okay, cool.
Um, but like one of them is completely out of budget, but it seems like it could work.
Okay.
But yeah,
Bit of a wild card.
yeah, a bit of a wild card. But
Let's get
yeah,
in. Let's get into it then. Even if we do run out of time, I've got Dylan straight after, but I don't mind giving you a quick call back after, like for a quick 10, 15 minutes to go over some stuff
yeah,
if we
yeah,
do
that
run
that'll be
out of time.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, so so with the one that I went to go and view, the
Yeah.
more I think about it, the more I was like, so I need to work on my negotiating skills.
Well, okay, cool. Why'd you say that?
Yeah. I don't know. It's because it's like because when you brought up the fact that she advertised it on another portal for less than what it was on
Yeah. I
spare
did think,
rooms.
hmm.
Yeah. I think for me, what got me was one, when I was there was another person viewing the property, and two, it was 5 bed instead of 4 beds.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it just kind of had in my back of my mind. So maybe this actually is underpriced. So let me, and because she had mentioned that, or that there's been one or two offers as well, and like
Yeah.
she's actually giving me indications like, are you sure that's your best offer?
You got inside your
I
head.
think I don't know if she got inside my, maybe she did because I feel like I was just being my normal bright self and just like building rapport and all of these different things. So I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if it was just her way of trying to up the price
Yeah.
or if she was her way of being kind and saying like, I want to go with you, but
Can you make it
the
more
offer isn't
appealing to me?
exactly. Yeah, I didn't know which one it was.
Okay, cool. Well, we're talking about a couple £100 here or there, so it's not a complete deal breaker,
Yeah,
but let's sort of go through it.
yeah. Oof. So let me just share my screen. So I've done some looking on booking.com. And these are some of the similar properties that I found. I don't know
Yep.
if you can, yep, see
I can
this.
see it. I can see
Yeah.
it.
So obviously there's this one, which is, let me see if I can see it. See on the map.
Modern 5 bed. What are they roughly going for per night?
Per night, I
Was-
believe it is around 270.
Wow, okay, that's good because I did my numbers on the reserve sort of 200 price, but 270 is great.
Yeah. So obviously there's uh
A
the
week.
first 9 days of the month gone, a week
Hey,
and a bit, and then 3 days here.
good sign.
Uh yeah. Don't know why I can't see any pictures.
That's all right. Just probably got because you got 100 windows open, maybe. Laptops like
Yeah.
help. So if
Uh,
maybe or even 15 nights, which they've nearly got.
yeah. So there's this other one.
Mm-hmm.
Again, so this is a 6 bed.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so they've put theirs at 280. So
Okay.
as you can see, over for now in September, they have one, two, three, four, five,
Yeah.
six, seven, eight.
Yeah. So not as booked, but still good signs. Still some bookings coming in, and obviously we're not even in September yet. We will be like this week, so more bookings will come in. But
Exactly.
as you can see, that little tweak in the price, even just the £10, like you can see, it's already made it a little less busy.
Mm,
So maybe 270 would be the place to start at.
yeah, because I know this one is quite this second one is quite close to the city center.
Hmm.
And oh, this other one is actually just not that far from where I live.
Next door.
Uh, yeah, pretty much, yeah, just down the road.
Yeah.
So yeah, so and I also live like maybe like a 15-minute walk from the city center.
Okay, cool.
But then the property that I'm looking at, that's like a 15-minute drive, or more like a 10 to 15-minute drive.
Hmm.
So um there's that one. And then I saw this other one, which is also quite similar, but this one I think it was like a giant 6 bed. So now I didn't know what to make of this.
Okay.
So this is 300. So you have the
Okay.
entirety of September and October, half of October booked. Either
Okay.
this is like a company block booking or they've
Could
just
be.
made it unavailable.
Could be either or. Hard to really tell. Might be good to try and find it on Airbnb as well and see if it's on there as well and see what their calendar's like. But it could be booked for a month and or 6 weeks by the same company. You never know. Is it really
Yeah.
nice or because we can't see the pictures, but you've
Um,
seen them. So is it like high end or
it's this one.
okay, quite standard?
Yeah, quite standard. Yeah.
Maybe it's just booked. Maybe it's just the other ones do five, don't they? This one's six.
Yeah, this one's six. Yeah.
So maybe it's
So,
just a little
and
bit more because there's more people that are staying there. So maybe saying it can sleep 11.
mm,
Yeah, maybe someone has booked it for 6 weeks. A group of contractors, a big group. It's possible.
yeah.
In which case, 300 would be fantastic, but we'll do our numbers on a more reserve basis. So are these really
Yeah.
close
So,
to the one that you're looking at? Yeah, in price.
so so all of these ones, let's say they are a 10-minute drive away from the one that I'm looking at.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but that's going outside of away from Bedford.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Not
I
that
guess
far.
the only downside is that I'm not too familiar with that area
Hmm.
because the kind of like area that I want to kind of like target in terms of like what like contractors,
Yeah.
it's south.
South Bedford.
Yeah, so South Bedford, but this property is like north of Bedford.
Okay.
So yeah.
And we'll be talking distance wise in a car like 10, 15 minutes. If
In a car, probably like you're talking like 20 like
20
to
minutes.
to the city center or to where the
Well, from
contractors
where the
are.
contractors would be to the house that you're looking at.
Probably like 20 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe like 20, 25 minutes.
That's not too
Yeah.
bad. So that's fine.
If there's traffic, 30, 35.
Yeah.
Because the
Within
traffic
half
in
within half an hour is okay. If it starts to go
yeah.
up to 40, 50, then it's a bit like they get a bit
Mm,
annoyed.
yeah. So that's it with that one.
Hmm.
So if we was to run numbers on that, so
I
what
feel like you
exactly?
need to roughly bring in just off the top of my head, 4 grand is where we want to try and somehow make that come in of a month.
A month.
Yeah.
Mm,
And obviously that's top line, so that would be gross before the commission of booking.com. So that could either be 270 times 15, which would
yeah.
be half the month booked. I think you'd have to be doing something very wrong to not be able to get half the month booked at that price from what we've looked
Yeah.
at. And then if you manage to get 20 nights booked, then you're laughing profit wise, But at at sort of the 4 grand mark, you're going to spend around what's 15%,
So
six
there'll
hundred.
be there'll be yeah, so there'll be 2 grand on the rent.
Yeah.
Let's say I don't know, 500, 600 on bills.
Yeah. So if it was 3, 4 that you brought in after your commission from booking.com, and then
Yeah.
say you spent, I'd like to think you could spend a bit less than 500 on bills because they're not going to be there the whole month. But let's say worst case you spent 500, that
Mm.
brings you down to 2,900. And then you've agreed or you've made an offer of 2 grand for the rent or
Yeah,
250.
2050.
Okay, so we're talking about 850 profit, 900 profit.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Happy with that. And that's at like 15 days. So, and that's the lower end of what we've looked at in terms of we looked at 270 a night, 280 a night, and 300 a night. The three examples that you just showed me. So we've gone at
Mm.
the bottom end of those. Same sort of house. You could make it look just as nice. It's got like bathrooms in, one ensuite room, nice and big, big garden, big drive for them to park their vans.
Yeah.
Everything ticks the box of what a good short-term accommodation would be. Um,
Yeah.
looks pretty good to me, bro. You could even have it on spare room as the whole house for a price by the week as well. And you might get
But
groups that
then
come and book it for a week at a time, a month at a time. Go on, what was you
that's
gonna say?
also that's what yeah, no, that's also true. No, I was just thinking because if I was to do it put it on spare room,
Mhm.
then like wouldn't it? Because again, at this moment in time, it doesn't have a HMO license.
Yeah, yeah,
It wouldn't necessarily matter if they're only booking it for like a month or 3 months.
yeah, basically. And like we could set up like a guesty, like separate page for you to have take bookings directly.
Mm,
So we could advertise on Spare Room, and then if a company contacted you and said we want it for 6 weeks, a couple months, then you could just take payment through your guesty account. They could pay for the time they're there for, and then they'd
yeah.
leave. And then they'd leave. They'd still be classed as short-term guests. They wouldn't really have a contract. It would just be more of a agreement through Spare Room and then through your own booking system.
Mm. Okay, so is Guesty sort of similar to like Airbnb and Booking.com?
Kind of. It's just like a software that allows you to take like direct bookings, basically. So it's like
Oh, okay,
you
yeah,
could advertise it like each property can have its own sort of page, like a landing page. Companies
yeah.
can come and book directly through there, pay their, link it to a Stripe account or whatever, pay the money or
Yeah.
PayPal. It's just a way of taking payment. I guess it's a bit more professional than just saying to them, pay it into my business account. Although that's what I've done on many occasions, companies have contacted
Yeah.
us, bear them, and they just pay us directly into our business account. We give them like an invoice or whatever, and they're happy with that.
Okay. All right. So I guess kind of like the next steps with this, because honestly, I'm pretty happy with the property.
Hmm.
Yeah, and there's definitely quite a few bits and bobs that can be done with it.
Hmm.
Because she took down my offer, but
Hmm.
obviously I want to kind of like make it formal because I haven't spoken to her since
Yeah,
the viewing.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I guess this is kind of like the furthest I've been. So,
yeah,
um,
yeah.
yeah. So
This is
is it
progress.
that like yeah? So is it like a formal letter that you send out to them
Yeah, so
or
in
like
the
ask
in
them
the
for the email?
program, yeah, in the program
Yeah.
there'll be I believe it's in module 2 or 3, there's a section that says offers or guaranteed rent offer, which is our most recent offer that we've sent. It's an email, and you can just copy that email, pretty much word for word. It's inside the program.
Yes. I remember. Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's where you can say like quite straightforward, like you can put some comparables if you needed to, but I guess the comparables you would be showing her would be cheaper than the price you've agreed with her. So not necessary, but I mean, you could just to back up your offer if you wanted to try and I suppose you can't really go back on the price now that you've offered her 2050. Be quite
Nope.
difficult to do that. But it just you also include the fact that you're going to maybe increase the rent by 6% a year. Maybe you don't have to do that in the first year because you've already kind of overpaid for it a little bit.
Yeah.
So you don't have to include that, but you can basically just copy what we've put in our offer and fiddle around with it, whatever you feel comfortable with. But I think that price you've offered her is probably going to get it from what we're looking at in terms of seeing it being reduced elsewhere.
Mhm.
She seems to get on with you, built up a bit of a rapport. She says other people have made offers, but if it's up for 1850, 1800, they probably only offered what it's up for. No one's really going to pay over the odds, especially like a
Yeah.
normal tenant or a normal family, unless they think, like yourself, that you could speculate to accumulate and make more from it, like a business would, which I think we could do.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think I overheard the other guy that was there. I think he was also into SA as well.
oh,
So
is
he
he?
was.
Is
I
he?
think he was on the phone to his business partner.
Oh, one of them ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's another person who needs their mouth to be fed. So it's probably like they want to try and make as much as possible. So they probably lowballed her because they
Yeah.
probably have to split the profit between two people. Whereas you'd be quite happy with 800, 850 yourself, 900,
Yeah.
even on a bad month, 700. Still profit for the business, isn't it? And it's a fantastic start. And imagine the brochures and the pictures and the content you can make from that house, and then use that to go on to show other landlords. It would be a great start for you, wouldn't it? Stepping stone
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
on your doorstep as well. So I think you should, yeah, formally make that offer over email. Copy the offer that we've got there. So,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's the next step for that one. So
yep.
I'll get on that.
Hmm.
There's not much to say about uh the viewing tomorrow. It's just that I'll just probably just send her another follow-up message
Hmm.
tomorrow just to see if she still wants to go ahead with the viewing. If she does, great. If she doesn't, or she doesn't
No,
respond, then
no big
just
deal.
yeah, whenever she's ready, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the lady who you spoke to on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's later. I spoke to you on the phone.
Okay, cool. And then any
Yeah.
more?
Yes. So do. Uh, uh, so this was
Oh yeah, this one you
the
showed me.
one,
Good.
yeah, the viewing on Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
right? In Peterborough.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, I'm just trying to think what to do with this. So this would be good for SA,
Mm-hmm.
because there's six individual rooms. Obviously, you have three studios. They all have their own. They're all en suites.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess one of the things I was just wondering is if it could work as a HMO, because
Well, it's
a
got a
building like this
license,
should
hasn't
have a
it?
HMO. That's the thing. I couldn't find anything that said it had a license.
Well, if you go back up to the pictures, I'm sure I can see like some giveaways there, like some fire. That's a fire blanket on the in one of those rooms there.
Oh,
That's a little giveaway. And
yeah,
maybe I think it's an HMO, you know. The way yeah, there's fire blankets in there. I think it is an HMO.
yeah, yeah. It has to be. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And I know you think it would be good to SA, but I mean that could work by the room as well, like because those ensuite rooms with their own like little kitchenettes and stuff in studios, they're so good for like individual people as well. Like, what could you get roughly for an ensuite room in Peterborough?
Honestly, I do not know. Let's do a quick check.
It's gonna be top
Uh,
end. I feel like they've priced it quite expensive though, but I mean everything's up for negotiation, isn't it?
yeah. Um, let's go.
Go down there and just tick en suites, and then that will
Where's
resolve.
our suites?
Further up, further up. Keep going. Up there where it says property type. There you go.
Where it says what?
There it is. You're there. Ensuite. Yeah, you've done it already.
Okay.
Furnished 800. Yeah, it's got to be sort of around that 800 mark. So if you got some of them are studios, so they're actually bigger than en suites. They're more like they got their own sort of little mini kitchenette in as well, haven't they?
Yeah. Because what I was thinking, if I was to, because obviously it'll be bills included.
What you would
If
offer
I
or
was to
what the landlord would give it to you at?
know what I would offer,
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Hmm.
So let's say average, it will be like maybe like 750 to 800. Uh, where
For
is
the
it?
whole house on bills.
Yeah, for the whole house.
Why do you think it would be that much?
Um, so not 800 for the bills, like 800 for per room to cover everything,
Okay, cool.
right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So that would be 800, let's say multiply by six. That's
4,800.
is that 4,800?
Yeah, 800 times six is 48.
Is it?
That's what I've got on my.
Is my math failing me? Yeah, it is.
Let's
Yeah.
use technology.
Oh, God. Yeah, I know. I'm so used to doing mental maths.
So,
Oh gosh.
so if we got 48 and he wants three two
Yeah.
fifty,
Yeah.
there's still 1550. And let's say the bills
Yeah.
were 600 in an ideal world,
Yeah.
100 per
So
room,
then that's like,
950 profit.
yeah, that's 950.
Yeah. And if the bills were a little bit more, not 50 quid off, still at 900.
Exactly. And then like that gives you that gives me wiggle room to like maybe
Yeah.
knock maybe £50 off a room or something.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is definitely worth viewing
So
an
yeah,
offer
yeah.
for sure.
So
It's actually priced quite
so
fairly
then
for that.
yeah, exactly. When you break it down like that, it's actually
Hmm.
priced quite fairly.
Hmm.
I guess my only thing is because of like my budget at the moment.
Hmm. Can't take both
Um,
at the same time.
yeah, obviously I can't do deposit and the first month's rent at the same
Hmm.
time. So it's like,
Hmm.
how would you be a wordsmith and negotiate that?
Well, so these guys want a deposit and first month. Does the landlady of the first place want both as well? Is she?
I don't know. I'm just assuming that like they will probably ask to have first months.
Yeah. Well, I think with the offer, when you put that in for the first place in Petno, you would try and do a 2 week deposit. try and claw some money back if possible. We
Mm,
just ask for a grace period and say happy to start at this price. 1 month up front and then like a 2 week deposit would be what we'd be looking to do. Try and save yourself some money on that one. And then again with this one, I'll try the same.
yeah. To be fair, I do also have like reserves, so I
Okay.
can tap into that.
Yeah, well then tap into that
Yeah,
then. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
yeah,
If they both make sense, because at the moment, looking at them, they kind of do both make sense, don't they? From what we've seen.
yeah.
It'd be a shame
And
to
then
lose this one, and if
yeah, and then I saw something. What was it? Holding deposit.
hmm
That's the same thing as normal initial. Is that the same as initial deposit?
it should come off of that. Most good estate agents will ask for like a holding fee, and the better ones, it will come off of the actual deposit. But
Okay.
there are some estate agents who like to try, and you've seen for yourself, you've been in the game long enough now. There's people that will try and charge 250, 500, all sorts of prices just for a holding deposit to cover the admin and but it's just basically to pay for the estate agents to keep the lights on, basically, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
but I mean, you don't know until you ask and find out, you know. But I guess go and view it and then go from there. But if you can get it for that price and they're open to you doing company let, which it seems like they are, then it's definitely worth offering. And I think in this instance, you can pretty much offer the price that it's being offered for.
Yeah, and it's furnished as well. So
Even better, you have to spend less on tidying it up. You could literally just do the soft furnishings by the looks of things.
yep.
Linen, some nice touches on the side, little bits and bobs, kettle, toasters, things like that. Teas, coffees, little things to make it a bit more homely for people. Um, yeah, looks like it could be a great one.
Perfect. All right. So that's that one.
Mhm.
I know we've only got 3 minutes left.
That's all right. If it goes a little bit
Um,
over, it's fine. I've messaged Dylan now and told him that we might go over a little bit, so it's fine.
okay. So here are a few that I found. Um, do you want me to start with the big one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's start with the big one.
So there's this one. This nine bed. Um, that's at 4K.
Yeah,
Um,
juicy.
so yeah, it is. Um, and yeah, so this is the full floor plan.
This is the crazy one that you're saying, yeah. This is the
Yeah, this is well for me. This is crazy. I don't know. Maybe this for you might be normal. I don't know, but
Well, we've got one 10 bed. But I mean, it's the same process, right? Once you do it once with a 5, 6 bed, it's the same thing. But by all means, we'll run through it and have a look.
yeah,
Just looks like a big house.
yeah, it is. So obviously, so on the ground floor, you have your dining room, 5 bedroom, 4 bedrooms. You have a conservatory. Second floor, well, first floor, another 3 bedrooms. So there's like a bathroom on each floor,
Perfect.
essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah. So in a way, yeah. So you don't really have to share with that many people. So 3 people share this one. These two share this one.
yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. So
Says
I
it's
guess obviously, so if it's nine bed, um, I forgot the math that I did for that one. Let me not embarrass myself by getting out my old calculator. So 4,000 divided by nine, then at least like 450 a
per room.
month per room. So then let's say how much would I charge for this? So this is in Luton.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was to charge 600,
Mm-hmm.
that's 5,400.
Mm-hmm. Not bad.
And then let's say bills maybe 600. I don't know, or maybe 700.
Maybe 700. Big old house.
Yeah.
It won't work out. It
Especially
won't work out to be 100. It won't be £100 per room, but it will be a bit more than the other ones.
yeah. But then still, so then if that's the case, wait, 700, um, so minus 4,000, minus 700, so that leaves 700 profit per
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, and that's at charging 600.
Yeah, we could probably maybe even get a little bit more, but it's good to be reserved.
Exactly.
Good to be reserved. Maybe we could get 650, something like that.
Mhm.
And because there's 9 rooms, that £50 times nine adds up nice.
Exactly, yeah. And on top of that as well, the area, it's relatively close to the city centre,
Hmm.
close to the A road that leads onto the M1.
Hmm.
Easy, quite relatively close to the hospital as well.
Yeah, yeah. This is good, bro. We're getting some good stuff coming through, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm like with the call tomorrow, I'm not that bothered
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
You got swag now. You know you got something in the pipeline, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's one potential one. So that's one I'll be calling next week.
Hmm.
Um, Seeing that one. Um,
So
which one's
definitely
this one?
worth calling and potentially arranging a viewing on that one.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna call them. Like estate agents, they're not open on that Sunday, are they? No.
No, not typically, no.
Yeah.
Call them tomorrow.
There was this. Yeah, there's this other one in Luton. It's 5 bed, but when you see the pictures to see how they've managed to call it 5 bed. So obviously old school house.
Yep.
This is one of the rooms.
Oh,
I guess in the
just put
same room, different angle.
just put 2 beds in there, yeah.
Yeah, here's another one.
Okay, bit tight. Jeez.
Yeah, and here's another one.
Okay. Cramming them in.
Yeah, and I think
That don't look too bad.
yeah, they crammed it in. So I'm guessing this is definitely something that's been used as SA.
For sure. You can tell that.
I I have no idea who would want to stay there.
Yeah. Well, you'd be
Um,
surprised. You'd be surprised, bro. Probably the lower end of the market, shall we say.
yeah.
Got potential though.
So with this, I wasn't sure if this means that it has a HMO license or not. The wording was a bit off
Unrelated
for
tenancy
me.
or one family. That doesn't really make sense. Five
So,
pitch.
but it says that it's ideal for sharers, so I'm guessing it has a HMO license.
Yeah. I think when you further up in the description, it calls it house of multiple occupation when it says property
Oh,
type.
yeah, it does. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, I think that's an HMO.
yeah,
That's worth viewing because
yeah.
you get a good uplift from that. If you put some love and care into that, that would be so much better.
And it's so close to the city center as well. So maybe
Yeah.
that's the appeal of it.
Yeah, and you got
The
the
appeal of it.
airport as well.
Mm. And yes, that's true. So people who are looking for like short-term stays,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
People's flight get cancelled, they still want to stay close by. People, all sorts of things happen, don't they? They've been redirected from Gatwick, had to stay over in Luton. Things happen all the time.
Okay, and last one.
Yeah.
I think we've seen this one already, but I
Yeah.
think they deleted the ad, but then
Right.
they kind of like reposted it again.
Yeah.
Um, so this is the one with the 3 month deposit.
Right. Yes, you showed me.
Um, yeah,
Cheeky.
yeah, very cheeky, but yeah, again, it can really work. And
Lovely
to be
gardens.
fair, I already because this one's in Northampton, I already
Mhm.
have someone that can stay in there.
Okay.
Um, yeah, one of my colleagues at work, he's moving to be closer to he lives in London, but he wants to be closer to the area. So
Hmm. Hmm.
so yeah, Northampton is one of the places that he's looking at. So this
Okay,
could
cool.
be pretty good for it.
Yeah, yeah. Companies are
Yeah.
available. I mean, everything's up for negotiation, right? So, like,
Yeah.
do we have to pay 3 months? Like maybe we can negotiate that down once we viewed it.
Yeah. So 1 month deposit, 2 weeks.
That's what we'd
So
start with.
1 month's rent and 2 week deposit. Yeah.
Yeah, because I can see they want a reservation fee as well of 360. So it's like, guys, geez, man. But it's
Yeah. It's
I
like
think worth.
you want to drain the coffers before you even
Yeah.
sign. Like
Yeah, that's what them big estate agents are like though, man. They got big overheads. Normally, big offices, lots of staff. So they're just trying to bring
Mm,
in like as much cash in the beginning as possible, to fund the business. But for someone like
mm.
yourself, just getting started, it's not ideal. Even for me, like that would
No, it's not.
put me off a little bit. But everything's up for negotiation. So if it's sitting on the market, no one's taking it. It's worth negotiating, right? There's not everyone's going to want to pay 3 months. I can tell you that for sure.
100%.
So it's
Yeah.
worth negotiating.
But yeah, so lots to do.
Lots to do, bro. Lots
And
to do. It's looking good.
yeah,
It's looking positive. Um, I think that out of those ones we've seen, we've got our front two that we're looking at in terms of the SA would be great. And the HMO would also be great that you're viewing on Tuesday.
yeah.
Um, I'm thinking maybe it might be good if you want to book in again, maybe at some point this week to go over things again. Once you've viewed maybe on Tuesday. What time are you viewing on Tuesday?
5:15. So as soon as I finish work, I'm driving straight down to Peterborough.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so maybe we could jump on have a quick chat after then, even if it's just on WhatsApp while you're driving or on the way back or something. Or maybe we could even do
Yeah,
Wednesday morning, whatever suits you. I know you're working and stuff, so it might be good to just analyze again, and you might know a bit more from the offer you've put in with the landlady of the place in Bedford as well by then.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'll probably give you a call as soon as I've done the viewing.
Yeah, yeah,
So let's say maybe like around 6 o'clock on
yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah, yeah. That's fine, bro.
Um,
Call me on the way as soon as you're done, and we'll let me know what you think of it, and then we will decide if we're going to offer on it. I guess, which you probably do the following day, just to give yourself a bit of time to sleep on it. But if it is what it says on the tin and it's that HMO we've just looked at and everything looks good, then that price seems pretty fair to me.
Perfect. Yeah.